So the ultimate law doesn't necessarily have as many requirements as states originally wanted.
Bloomberg Law's Brenna Goff says that has resulted in laws lacking teeth. Also, laws on the books have been hampered by resistance.
A lot of companies are able to claim trade secret protections and actually not provide justifications for why prices are rising.
And drug companies have been suing, with a complaint filed in December in Oregon, a lawsuit pending against California's law, and other legal challenges over the past few years. One argument against transparency is advance notice of price hikes could lead to stockpiling at the lower prices, leading to shortages. We check your money at 20 and 50 after each hour. I'm Bloomberg's Steve Potus for KNX 1070 News Radio.
At KNX 1070 News Radio, we're not out to promote conservative values or progressive values. We just value the news. Our people work around the clock to find out what's going on and what it means to you and your family. It's news without the noise. KNX 1070 News Radio. Depend on us.
If you have rats in your attic or walls, don't make the mistake of putting out poison or wasting money with a company that charges you monthly to check rat traps. Rat Proof. For a one-time fee, Rodent Stop will identify and seal all rat entry points, trap and remove all rats, sanitize your attic to remove any nasty viruses, and remove and replace all rat nest-infested attic insulation. Rodent Stop is so confident that they can stop your rat and mice problems that they provide a lifetime guarantee. Read all the 5-star reviews on Yelp. If you have rats or mice in your house or business, call Rodent Stop at 800-290-5343. 800-290-5343. We provide fast, friendly, and effective rodent control solutions throughout Southern California. Plus, our technicians are clean, friendly, and always on time. To stop the rodents, call Rodent Stop at 800-290-5343. Open 24 hours. Call 800-290-5343.
Progressive presents Get Pumped. Inspiration to help you do insurance stuff.
Okay, time out. You're gonna let your budget be the boss of you? Take control with Progressive's Name Your Price tool. Tell us what you want to pay for car insurance, and we'll help you find options that fit your budget. Here's some music to get you pumped. I hear your budget laughing at you. Oh, wait, that's just those kids laughing at me. Ignore them!
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
To protect his family from disaster, Steve used his camera phone.
Done.
By taking pictures of his important documents, Steve can always have them stored online. Learn more simple disaster prep tips at ready.gov. A message from FEMA and the Ad Council.
9:53 on KNX. Renewable energy plants are no longer the dream of the future. It's here. So why can't consumers plug in? I'm Rich On, and this is your Green Air Minute. Two of the biggest clean energy trade organizations, the American Wind Energy Association and the Solar Energy Industries Association, have joined forces to address the inability of our energy grid to distribute hundreds of thousands of megawatts not in use. This will fulfill, they say, 20% of our energy needs right now. Rob Gramlich, policy director for the American Wind Energy Association.
Everybody benefits from a reliable grid. We saw a few years ago a tree in Ohio can cause a blackout in New York City. So it's an interstate grid. I think we need to look at it much more in terms of the national interest in energy security.
The production of these clean power-producing systems, both on the wind farms and for an improved energy grid, means a green-collar job explosion waits only for a few strokes of the federal pen. I'm Rich On, and this is your Green Air Minute. For more on wind power and the full interview with Rob Gramlich, visit greenairradio.com.
A new study from the University of Virginia finds nearly 1 in 5 babies sleep with their parents in the same bed, despite warnings from doctors against it. The American Academy of Pediatrics says there's a chance a parent could roll over and accidentally suffocate their child. Pediatrician Gina Posner with Memorial Care Orange Coast Medical Center tells KNX there's a lot of misinformation out there about bed sharing with a baby.
And just like with the anti-vax movement, a lot of people are believing what they're reading instead of believing what their pediatricians are telling them. So there definitely is more bed sharing because people don't think that it's a problem. They think that they're immune to whatever problem that it might cause.
Posner says she has dealt firsthand with a parent rolling over and suffocating their baby. Would you give your child a crazy name just to get more hits on social media? Some people do. That story's coming up in 2 minutes. It's 9:55. Traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 5's. Here's Jeff Beggs.
Well, the NBA All-Star Game is tonight, but this morning in Brea on the 57 northbound at Imperial Highway, somebody lost their basketball hoop and the pole.
in the middle lanes of the freeway. So that's going to cause some problems. They're going to need to run a brake to get that off of the freeway. The big problem of the morning still going on in Monrovia. SIG alert in effect, 210 eastbound before Huntington Drive due to an earlier fatal crash that was caused by a wrong-way driver. Only the slow lane has been open for several hours since early this morning, and both on-ramps at Huntington are closed to the eastbound 210 as well. A couple of other problems going on right now. Gardena 110 northbound at Redondo Beach Boulevard. 2-car crashes blocking lanes, and also heading downtown on the 5 northbound at Main Street. This is a 3-car crash that has you backed up now to the 10. Also, Buena Park, 5 northbound at Valley View. There's a stalled SUV blocking the slow lane, and we're also seeing some heavy slowing on the southbound 5 approaching the 605. Your next report coming up at 10:05. I'm Jeff Biggs with more traffic reports more often. KNX 1070 News Radio.
Sunny and windy today with highs in the 60s and 70s. Lows tonight, the 40s. Going to be partly cloudy and windy tomorrow with highs in the mid-70s. Currently 64 degrees in Simi Valley, 62 in Culver City. We have 66 in Lancaster at 9:56. Social media has caused a lot of outlandish trends in recent years, and that now includes getting more new parents to give their babies weird names to help them stand out from the crowd, both in real life and online. In fact, in a survey of British parents by the company One Poll, 7% said they've already given their kids made-up names, and 65% said they'd consider doing it with future children. You could probably think of some pretty wild ones on your own, but some of the most popular ones already being used for kids now include, for boys, Jaspin, Brenlo, and Tovin. And then for girls, Mavery, Elisabelle, and Evabeth for girls. A growing number of Americans now putting off getting married, not because they're afraid of commitment or they want to focus on their careers, but because they have big debts. In fact, nearly 40% of the young adults surveyed by the finance company Laurel Road said they are waiting longer to get married than they planned because of the money they owe. More than 80% say they've considered pulling back from romantic relationships they had started because they wanted to pay off their major debts before the relationship got too serious. On the plus side of this, about 1/3 of those polled said they are making progress on clearing some of those debts. Top stories working on right now. 4 wrong-way crashes on Southern California roads and freeways have left